Hi YouTube, how are you guys doing? It's a beautiful day here in Dallas, Texas, and today I wanted to make a video and share how you can make a cheap hay feeder and a water for only $5. I found a water barrel, or actually it's a used barrel on Craigslist, and somebody was selling that barrel for $5, and sometimes you can even find for free. This guy was charging me $5. The max I've seen these barrels go for is about $10, $10 to $15 max, but most of the time I can find them for $5. And I make sure that these barrels are food grade barrels. And what I did is I just cut in half, and this half has the lid, so it has a hole on the bottom. So if it rains, the water goes through and comes down. It does not accumulate in this barrel, because there's an opening for the filling for the barrel. And here's the water. There's the water. This is the bottom part of the barrel. I don't cut it too tall, otherwise the baby goats can't reach this water. So that's the only thing. This is good for 2 goats for a whole week, depending on the weather. If the weather is not too hot, it can even last probably 2 weeks. So yeah, I mean, for $5 I've got a water container for the goats and a hay feeder, and that they love. And before, I used to just throw the hay on the floor over there, you can see, and there's so much hay wastage. And same thing over there, I used to randomly throw a bale in a nicer area, and they would not eat all of it. But since I started feeding them in here, there is hardly any wastage. Unless it really rains, there is not that much wastage. And if it rains, then you can move this inside, like a shed area, that's their goat shed made from pellets, and that's another shed that they can go into. I can move these in there. I just got busy and did not do that. So, but if there's any wet hay on the bottom, I use that on top of my garden to mulch my trees or plants. So it's not completely waste, but if it's in down here like this, I just don't feel like picking up all this wasted hay, because they have peed on it, they have pooped on it. It's hard to collect. If it's wet in here, it's just easy to collect. Yeah, and we have not had a rain in a long time, so this is great. Another thing with the water, sorry, there's just too many airplanes where I live. There's an airport nearby, so too many airplanes going by. Yeah, so if the water gets green like this, they will still drink it, and it's just perfectly fine. In summer, however, I do add a small piece of chlorine tablet, just to keep the water clean and avoid any mosquitoes growing in the water. So yeah, if there's too much rain, or it's like summer time, I do that. It keeps the water very, very clean. Right now it's not in there, obviously, but if it was there, it's going to be super clean. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share today. Cheap homemade hay feeder and water from plastic barrel for $5. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for viewing this video. Bye bye.